Hey guys, good morning and welcome to today's session. I hope that you guys got some good rest. And inshallah, today is Wednesday. We know that we have our novel introduction to the new novel, inshallah. And I want to also spend some time on grammar because we're falling a little bit behind. And I want to also catch up with that. Okay, so as more people join our meeting, I'm going to first start sharing the screen with you with our DLP, our daily language practice for today. We're going to start by answering this question. Number one, to correct the sentence, since they couldn't find theirs, Simon and Jesse asked to borrow my video camera. Okay, meanwhile, I am going to take quick attendance for today. Okay, I need to hear your voice when I call your name, please. Okay? All right, so while I take attendance, you guys are going to be working on your DLP, making these corrections. Okay? So let's start with Abdurrahman Sobh.
Here.
Okay, today's the 27th. Don't forget, guys, that tomorrow's off. Enjoy the day off. All right, next, Adam Al-Fahla. Adam Al-Fahla. Okay. All right, Adil. Adil. Okay, Adil is not here. How about Ahmed Sabir? Okay, Ahmed Sabir is not here. Adil is not here. How about Gaser? Gaser? Gaser is not here. Hassan Hussein?
Hassan here.
Thank you. Ibrahim?
Here.
Karim? Karim? Okay, Karim is not here. Walid? Okay, Walid is not here. How about Mark?
Here. Here.
Rahma? Rahma? Okay, Rahma's not here. Okay, Marwa?
Here.
Thank you. Adam Wilson?
Here.
Okay, yes, it is not here. Yusuf Dahrouk?
Here.
Okay, good. Ward?
Here.
Genna?
Here.
Thank you. Hannah? Hannah? Okay, Hannah's not here. Jumana? Jumana's not here. Judy? Not here. Maryam?
Here.
Thank you. Zena?
Yeah, here. Sorry.
Thank you. Perfect. Noura? Noura? Okay, Noura's not here. And Ruqayya? Ruqayya? Okay, Cecilia? Cecilia's not here. And Tala?
Here.
Thank you, Tala. Okay, so Adam and Fahla, you joined, I see. All right, so absences again. Ahmed Sabir, Adil, Gasser, Karim, Walid, Rahma, Yasser, Hannah, Jumana, Judy, Noura, and Cecilia. Okay, so let's now start our DLP.
Miss, you
Okay.
didn't say my name.
I did, honey, but you didn't. I did say your name, but you didn't respond. But I looked up your name in the participants list. and I saw that you're here, so I didn't mark you absent. Okay, but I did call your name. Maybe you just didn't hear me. It's okay. All right. So I see that you're here, honey. Thank you. So now we're gonna start with our DLP. The first sentence here, since they couldn't find theirs, Simon and Jesse asked to borrow my video camera. Okay, Ruqayya, please answer the first question for me, or give me the first correction. You saying since needs to be. Ruqayya, your voice is very far and unclear.
Since
Okay, what should we do with since?
the S should be capital.
Exactly.
Simon and Jesse. Before
Okay, one
Simon,
second. 1 second. We just need to one correction at a time. All right. So since needs to be capitalized as you said. Okay, because it is a proper. It's the first word in the sentence. Okay. Warda, please give us another correction.
we should put an apostrophe after the N and couldn't.
Good job. Since they couldn't. Okay, this is a contraction, and like Wendy said, we are missing an apostrophe for the contraction. Okay, whenever we have a contraction, we need to put an apostrophe between the N and the T. So could N apostrophe T couldn't find. All right, there's another correction. Thank you, Ward. How about Zena?
Okay, so borrow was written, the spelling mistake was incorrect.
Okay, good. All right, so since they couldn't find, okay, all right, Simon.
You can write the rest of the incorrect sentence, and then you can correct it later. Like whenever someone says it.
That's very true. I agree with you. I agree with you, Z. Simon and Jesse asked to. You said, and how would you spell it, Z, please?
Yeah, BORROW.
Good job. All right, thank you, Zaina. How about another volunteer, please, to give me another correction? How about Mr. Adam Walsall? Do you see one?
Yes.
Okay, please share.
The couldn't.
Okay, so Ward already gave us that correction and he fixed couldn't to adding an apostrophe.
No, there's no other one.
Okay, there definitely are other mistakes. Take a closer look at them and I'll come back to you. Okay, Muhammad Walid, please.
There doesn't need to have an apostrophe S.
Exactly. Theirs does not need an apostrophe S. We can just remove the apostrophe. Since they couldn't find theirs, Simon and Jesse asked to borrow my video camera. Correct. Okay. One more mistake. Ruqayya, say that again.
before Simon should be a comma. Before Simon.
Perfect, Ruqayya. Perfect. That is so true. Since they couldn't find theirs, comma. Okay, and can someone tell me why are we placing a comma after theirs? Does anyone know? Can tell me what, please?
Because we used a conjunction in the beginning of the sentence.
Perfect, because we have a subordinate conjunction in the beginning of the sentence. Our subordinate clause, which is the fragment, okay, the one doesn't have a complete thought. Our subordinate clause comes in the beginning of the sentence using a subordinate conjunction. So when it comes in the beginning, you must follow it by a comma, and if it comes at the end, we don't need it. Like let's say we say Simon and Jesse asked to borrow my video camera since they couldn't find theirs. If we bring the subordinate clause to the end of the sentence, we do not need a comma. However, here it's the beginning, so like Warda said and Ruqayya said, we definitely need a comma here. Okay, this is it for this correction. And now I'm going to move on to the next one, which is the second sentence. The old dog was lying in the shade of a tall maple tree. We need to look at the verb in the sentence. First, we're going to identify it, and then we're going to tell whether it is transitive or intransitive. And a quick reminder, Adam Wasil, can you just give us a quick reminder, please, of what is the difference between a transitive verb and an intransitive verb?
The transitive is the verb that has an object, and the intransitive doesn't have an object.
Good job. All right. We agreed that in order for a verb to be transitive, first it has to be an action verb and it must have a direct object or a receiver. Okay, Yasmin cooked cake. Cake is an object, cooked is a transitive verb. So in number four, Mr. Subh, can you please identify the verb in this number in this question?
Okay.
Identify the verb for us, please.
Leg.
Lying.
Like.
Okay, and you're missing one extra verb.
Okay.
You have a verb phrase. A verb phrase is made up of a helping verb plus a noun
In
verb.
the shade.
Okay, in the shade is a prepositional phrase, honey.
Yes.
We're looking for the verb. The verb here, you have a verb phrase, so you're missing the helping verb.
Was lying.
Was lying. Thank you. Okay, so was lying here is my a verb. Okay, phrased. That means it has a helping verb, which is was, and a main verb, which is lying. Now, Hassan, can you please tell me if this verb is transitive or intransitive?
Miss, I wanted to ask you, can you let me in from my laptop?
Of course.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, Hassan, you're in, honey. How about we try again? How about Hassan? Can you give me the answer while you're here?
Okay. Uh,
Is this verb transitive or intransitive? Does it have a receiver? The dog,
the dog was lying.
yes, was
It
lying.
doesn't have a receiver.
No receiver. So that means it's what?
It's intransitive.
It is intransitive. Thank you, Hassan. Okay, so we know that our verb is intransitive. All right, it is intransitive. Okay, so intransitive would be my answer. Okay, write the simple predicate and the complete predicate in the sentence. All right, complete predicate was said. Some of you know this, so I'm gonna give this to please, Mr. Dahrouk. Can you please give me the complete predicate in the sentence? Dahrouk, please. Okay. All right. The volunteer. How about Ibrahim? Ibrahim, please, can you give me the complete predicate here?
Yes.
Thank you. Remember, we said to draw a vertical line, right? To draw a vertical line between the subject and the verb so that we can find the complete predicate. So here, kind, honest Douglas wouldn't take advantage of anyone. Where should we put our vertical line? Where does my verb start?
From the wouldn't.
Okay, so starting from wouldn't, we would put our line right here, right? Kind,
Yes.
honest Douglas would be my complete subject. Okay, because this
Yes.
is my complete subject. Douglas alone would be my simple subject. Now, what is my complete predicate? Please, Ibrahim.
The complete predicate is wouldn't take advantage of anyone.
All right, good. Would not take advantage of anyone. This is my complete predicate. Where's my simple predicate?
Wouldn't.
Is not a part of the predicate or is not an adverb? What did we say about the contraction not? Do we include it in the verb? Or
No.
is not an adverb?
No.
Not is an adverb. So where's my simple predicate?
You take.
Don't forget the helping verb.
Okay.
Warda, please help him.
Yes, would take.
Thank you. All right, the simple predicate would be would take. We are not going to underline the not. All right, remember, guys, how we said the not is a contraction. All right, so here not, okay, which is not. All right, we are not going to include it because not is a contraction of not. N apostrophe T is a contraction of not, and not is an adverb. Okay, so my complete predicate would be wouldn't take advantage of anyone, and my simple predicate would be would take. Okay, without the not because not is an adverb. Okay, any questions about our DLP for today or our daily language practice for today? Okay, that being said, I hope that you guys made your corrections in your notebooks with me. And today, I would like to take the time here to introduce to you our novel for this term. Okay, and the only problem that I'm having right now is that I cannot find or seem to find the PDF version of the book. Okay, I have a hard copy of the book. Okay, and most likely I'm going to scan the pages for you for chapters 1 and 2 because this is your required reading starting today until we meet next week. And
Mrs. Bean,
yes,
Should we search for it?
can you upload it on SMS?
I'm gonna upload it on SMS, but unfortunately I cannot find the PDF version. You guys can try looking for it. I will put if I'm gonna share this the PowerPoint with you. This is your book. It's called Kira Kira. Okay, the title of the novel is Kira Kira. It's written by Cynthia Karahoda. Okay, and Cynthia Karahoda is a female author. She's a Japanese author, and we're going to learn more about her. Okay, and here again, it's a short novel. This is how the novel is going to be broken down. This is the cover of the novel. Can someone tell me what can they see in this cover? What is visible in this cover? Ward, can you please tell me?
Two girls in a farm. I'm assuming playing.
Okay. All right, good. So here we're only assuming you're right. Okay, because we're looking at a picture and we're trying to understand more from the cover about the novel. All right, so we definitely see two females, okay, or two girls. About what age would you say? What are they? What are they?
The older one is, I'm guessing, 14, and
Okay.
the little one is, I'm assuming 9.
Perfect. Okay, very close. Good job. Okay, and what do you can you what can we predict about the relationship between these two I would say teens.
They're friends.
Okay, Muhammad, you think that they're friends? Okay.
Or
Anybody?
sisters.
Okay, so they can be friends or sisters. Do you think the age gap would be appropriate for friendship?
Miss, I think that they both have a conflict
One
between
second.
each other.
Okay, let's
I
raise
guess
our
not.
hand. So, Muhammad, what would you think? Friendship or sisterhood?
Sister.
Sisterhood. Okay, so yes, they're most likely
It's
sisters.
laggy. Miss, my network is bad. It's laggy. I can't unmute. I can't do anything.
Okay, Yusuf, thank you for telling me, honey.
If I leave, it's network.
Okay, no problem. I understand. Totally understand. Zaina, what do you want to add, honey? Tell me.
Yeah, I was gonna say that they are most likely sisters, but I think the age gap isn't really that big, but yani it's most likely sisters.
Yeah, the age gap is not that big, but like what he said, one is about like 14ish, 15ish. The other one is about 10 or 9 years old. It's very unlikely or uncommon to have, it's not that big, but again, you guys made the correct prediction. They are sisters. Okay. How about the heritage? Looking at the images, what can we assume the heritage is? Karim, the heritage or
Yes,
the race, the heritage of these young girls.
yes, I can hear you.
What is the heritage by looking at the by looking at the illustration, what would you assume the heritage of the heritage of the girls are? Where do they come from? What is their race?
Uh, they are. I think that they are Chinese. They look Asian.
So they're definitely Asian. They're not Chinese, but we're gonna learn that they are from Japan. All right, they're
Japan.
Japanese. Say that again.
I was going to say Japanese, but
Oh,
you told it.
I said it. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, they are Japanese. Correct. Okay. So again, here we can gather a few information. So, like what said, we already got the age, okay, down that they're, they're teenagers. Muhammad already told us that. Okay, and also we got additional information that there are Japanese family. Okay, and here we see that they are, uh, uh, you know, they look like they're having fun. Okay, and they're somewhere in an open area of green grass. Okay, so what assume that they are playing. Okay, and how are they dressed? How are they dressed? How are they dressed? Tala, can you tell us, explain to us how are they dressed and what?
They are dressed in coats.
Right. So you see them bundled up. Yeah. They even have like blankets around them, right?
Yes,
Well,
I think it
do
was
both of them have
cold.
blankets around them, or just one person has a blanket around her?
The both of them.
Both of them have blankets, you would say? Yeah, both of them are wrapped
Yeah,
in
Both of
blankets.
them.
yeah, because beneath the little one's head there's like a yellow t-shirt.
That's very true, Muhammad. And why do you think they need these blankets? Why could they possibly need these blankets? Why?
Because
Maybe
Because the
going
weather is cold.
they're gonna make like a tent, or either it's too windy outside.
Perfect, Muhammad. Okay, so they could be using it to either make a tent, or maybe they're having a picnic. They're gonna lie on them, right? They might want to lie on them like a little protection from the grass. Or like you guys said, Ibrahim and Muhammad, you guys said that it might be cold or windy and they need to stay warm. Okay, so we would understand that it could be any of that. What is also here on this, what is this yellow circle here? Well, why is it important to be placed on the cover? What does it say? Or right here, this here tells you right here. What is it? What is it? What does it state?
That it
The
won a
color
medal.
of the new berry medal.
Good job. Hassan, can you say that again?
That it won a medal.
It won a medal. Good job. All right. This novel actually is very profound. And it's actually very interesting. It's here at the San Diego Union Tribune, which is a paper or an editorial, mentioned that they rated it as an unforgettable story. Okay, it's an adult story, like for your age, very good, and it's very interesting and also very easy to read and understand, just like The Outsiders. Okay, we're not going to struggle, inshallah, to read it. And this is sorry guys, the internet is lagging. Sorry, the internet was lagging. I knew that I cut off for a minute. So again, this is something that is placed on the cover to attract readers. Okay, like Hassan said, it shows that the novel won an award. Okay, so and again, according to the San Diego Tribune, which is an editorial, they rated it, or they mentioned that it's an unforgettable story. Okay, things like that are placed on the cover to attract readers to purchase the novel. Okay, it's a short story, it's a short novel. It's a little longer than The Outsiders by a few chapters only. It's a total of 16 chapters, and we're going to divide, you know, we're going to divide this novel on what's left of the year, which is term 3, that is starting on January 31st. And we're going to also extend the reading to term 4 which ends our grade 7 year. Okay, so we're gonna be covering. We finished one novel. We're gonna be covering two novels throughout the year. Term 1, we're gonna cover from 1 to 8, and then from term 4, we're gonna pick up from 9 to 16, and there we end the year. For term 3, you guys will be quizzed twice on this book, okay, on the novel. Again, you're going to be quizzed for novel quiz number 1 will be covering chapters 1 to 4, and your second quiz novel will be covering chapters 5 to 8. All right, so we're going to have two quizzes, and inshallah, you guys will also be seeing the novel on your term exam if we have one. Okay, we don't know anything yet. We're waiting, of course, for the ministry and the decrees that are going to come out. However, for quizzes, quiz dates will be announced through the quiz calendar, okay, which will be uploaded by school administration. Okay, so don't worry about the dates yet, and you'll be informed, inshallah. Okay. So let's pick up. What does Kira Kira mean? Remember, this is a Japanese family, like you guys said, and your author is also Japanese. And Cynthia Karahura is very known and famous for writing a lot about the Japanese culture in her writings. And to see how the Japanese culture was affected by the American culture. So here she talks about also how teenagers coming from Japanese families could be affected by living in America and so on. So the heritage and this idea of heritage and tradition is very important, especially to Chinese and Japanese cultures, because they like to cling on to their cultures, right, and their way of life and living. It's not easy for them to let go of it. So again, kira kira is a Japanese word, and it means glittering or shining. Okay, so literally, it's an adjective to describe something that is glittering or shining. Like I can say that the sun is kira kira, okay, because it is shining, okay, today. I can say that the light reflecting on the waves or on the beach or on the sea is kira kira because it's glittering, okay. Um, like the image here that you guys see in the picture, it is glittering. So again, kira kira is a word that means shining or glittering, and we're gonna come to find out that kira kira is the first word that our narrator learned. Okay, and and the whole novel is named after kira kira for a reason. All right, because this word means a lot to our narrator, and we're gonna find out when we read. Okay, so what is one thing that you would describe as Kira Kira? Okay, like I said, I would describe the sun as Kira Kira. Or, the beach at night, when the light reflects onto the beach, I would describe that as Kira 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 because I feel that it's glittering. Okay, the surface of the water is just glittering. What would you describe as Kira Kira? What do you have? Or it could be anything from nature, anything that you own, anything. Who wants to volunteer and tell me what is something that in their mind that they would describe as kira kira or shining and glittering? Muhammad Walid, please.
The insects that glows in the light in the night.
Okay, those glowing insects. Yes, you would describe them as kira kira. Good job. Okay,
This is the
perfect.
stars.
Ibrahim?
The stars.
The
The
stars,
stars.
right? At nighttime, if we look up into the sky and we see the stars, they are definitely kira kira. They're shining.
Miss
Not
also the
always.
moon.
Say that again, Zina.
The moon. The moon
The
too. And
moon,
the light.
definitely.
The light.
The moon at nighttime is definitely kira kira, shining. Good. What about ward?
Maybe some crystals or some specific types of diamond.
Good, right? Good. Crystals, diamonds. Okay, when we see them, they are also kira kira. They shine or they glitter. Anything else? Anybody else wants to add anything to what they consider kira kira or something that they own? Um, okay. All right. So kira kira here. This is what it means, and Don't forget that because again, this is the title of our story, and we're gonna find out later why Cynthia chose this title for the novel. All right. The setting of the story takes place during the 1950s. Okay, this is
Miss
yes.
Miss, I'm guessing they called it Kira because the blankets at night glow.
Okay, you can. What glows at night? Say that again.
The blankets that they wear on
That could be
on
possible.
the beach.
Okay, that could be possible. Or since they're so in a wide open place, Muhammad Walid, and they're in a field, all right, and what it did mention that they look like they're in an open area of greenery, maybe, and they have these blankets. We can suggest that maybe they use it to lie down and look at the sky and look at the stars, maybe, and that's what maybe that's why Kira came along. Okay, so it could be something along these blankets, definitely. Okay, good job, Muhammad. All right, so the setting here is the 1950s. This is, back in the day in America. Okay, it takes place in the United States. Remember, they're a Japanese family, and back then, a lot of people migrated to America. Okay, and people would go from different parts of the world, and guys, you need to understand that America is known for its diversity. And diversity means many nationalities, people from different parts of the world travel to settle and live in America in hopes for what? In hopes for what? What do you think? Why would a Japanese family leave Japan and go to America? Why? What would be one of their goals? Muhammad?
Well, Japan does have a lot of erosions and natural disasters. So maybe they are going there because of the less natural disasters there and less deaths.
Okay, so maybe they're going to America for safety. Okay, for safety against these natural disasters. Okay, why else would a family move to America for what? Mark,
Yeah, maybe
go ahead, Zena.
maybe they felt like there's less demand, like sorry, not less demand, less food there or like less supplies.
Okay, so
Like
okay, good.
yeah, like out of supplies.
All right, so maybe they are going there to live a better life, right? Maybe they don't have enough resources in Japan. Maybe you're saying that they're not living a good lifestyle where they have all their needs are being established. So maybe they're going to America for a better life, like you're saying, Zaina, and that they can get everything they want and fulfill all their needs. That is
Or
also
maybe
And
a
also,
better economy.
yes, and
Really
also
better
Japan is
economy.
a really intelligent country. So maybe they're gone there because they use their intelligence in technology.
good job. All right, Muhammad Walid makes a very good point. We know that Japan is an advanced education wise, and Asia they have a very strict educational system, and maybe they're going to America to enhance their education. However, one thing that we need to understand about the 1950s is this is a time of racial segregation. All right, and during that time, America was giving privileges only to the white man or only to white people. All right, white as in skin color. Okay, and everybody that's non-white, starting from African Americans even to Japanese, because again, do Japanese? Can you tell a person is Asian from their features? Yes or no?
Yes,
Yes, right. They have
but
different
their
eyes.
eyes are like straight. They're not like
Exactly.
open.
Right. They have slanted eyes. They have a different nose. They have different hair. Everything about their features and the way they look is different. And during that time, during that time, unfortunately, in America, especially in the South. Okay, because we know that South was definitely very pro discrimination more than the North. And as a Japanese family, if they come to the United States during the 1950s, are they going to be able to live a decent life? Hassan, what do you think?
Miss, I just wanted to say I think I found the book.
You did? Can you please,
Uh,
if you did, can you please share it with us on the group or send us a link on the chat that Ibrahim
Okay.
made? Thanks, ya Hassan. I really appreciate it if you did. Thank you. And I appreciate you trying. Really do. All right. So, Hassan, if he found the book, he's gonna share it with us, the link, and that would be awesome. I'm waiting for that. For you, ya Hassan, to share it with me. Share it on the group, or whatever. I'm gonna get a notification on my phone right now. All right. So
I'm trying
again,
to share it. Please wait.
okay, take your time. Again, they are a poor Japanese family. When they come to the United States, even though they're like Muhammad Walid said that they could be an intelligent family, the father could have a lot of potential, the mother, the kids. Unfortunately, they're going to be held back because of that racial segregation. Especially that when they did come to the United States, they're going to settle in Iowa, and then they're going to move to Georgia, and we're going to see why the family moves. Okay, because the family is going to go through a lot of struggles. Okay, so again, the story is going to involve or be about, okay, a poor Japanese American family, and we're saying Japanese American because the parents are from Japan. However, the children are more Americanized, okay, because they were brought up in America. Okay, so that's why we say it's a Japanese American family. Okay, like if your parents are Egyptian and you were born and raised in America, you would say that you are Egyptian American. Okay, because you have both heritages in you. Okay, so here we're gonna see the struggles of how this Japanese American family is going to live in the South during the time of segregation. We're going to go through their the conflicts that they face. Remember, this is man versus society because this is not something that they could control. Okay, this is how the system or how the society was working at the time, especially in the South. Okay, so this is how the story is, and remember that it starts in Iowa, and then we're gonna see the family moving to Georgia, and when we read, we're gonna understand why that shift happens. Okay, the narrator of the story or the person that's going to speak to us like Pony Boy did, is going to be a girl named Katie, and Katie is the younger girl that we saw in the cover. Okay, so this is Katie right here. Katie is the younger girl, and she is our narrator. Okay, her older sister, her name is Lynn. Okay, Lynn, like Miss Lynn. Okay, Lynn. All right, and this is about again. We see here that this is a relationship between a sister, younger sister, and older sister. Okay, okay, let's see. Amazing. Amazing, Hassan. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. This is the book. Wonderful.
Miss, I sent it on Messenger.
Yes, I got it, and I'm going to download it now, and I'm going to open it next session. Thanks, Ibrahim.
You're welcome, Miss.
Thank you, Bimo. Thanks, Hassan, and thank you, Ibrahim. Both of you are very, 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 very helpful. Okay, thank you so much. All right, I'm gonna get it from the chat that you sent me, and once we do, we're going to pick up. We have less than a minute left for the store for the thing for the meeting to end. So again, when we come back, exactly at 8:35, I'm going to go over the narration again, and then we're gonna start reading chapter 1 together. Okay? So I'll see you guys in a bit, inshallah. Okay. What do you have something to say?
Yes, I wanted to ask, are